Chapter 5. William I, a conquering king. Normandy and England, 1035 to 1066. As the body of William the Conqueror was carried into Caen, the crowds pressed close around. His destination was the Abbey Church of Saint-Etienne, long William's favoured religious foundation. Yet as the king's remains entered the city, fire broke out, panicking the onlookers and disrupting the procession. This would not be the only mishap to beset this event. Once within the abbey, Mass passed uneventfully enough, followed by an eloquent sermon by Bishop Gilbert of Evreux. But as the time came to inter the body, a local layman jumped up and complained that the land on which the church stood rightly belonged to him, having been seized by the Duke a quarter of a century earlier, at the time of the abbey's foundation. Keen to avoid further embarrassment, the officiating clergy swiftly paid the man off. Yet even so, the problems continued, for as they came to lower William's body into the grave, they found that the sarcophagus was too small. The torso of the Duke's corpulent corpse now ruptured, letting off a terrible stench. This was an inglorious end, deservedly so, at least according to some, for William had made a career out of terror. In a violent age, the Conqueror stood out, and even sympathetic writers were troubled by the ill omens which punctuated his funeral. God-fearing men were meant to die peacefully and be buried in pomp. William's demise had been painful and protracted, and his funeral a comedy of errors. The earth was said to open up to welcome the remains of saints. Its rejection of William left little doubt that he was a sinner. Even in death, William was a figure of conflict and controversy. The emotions he stirred reflect the scale both of his achievements and of the sacrifices these demanded. William's stern demeanour was a product of his upbringing. After 9 decades of peace and prosperity, Normandy had been thrown into disarray in 1035 by the sudden death of William's father, Duke Robert I, the second son of Richard II, while on a pilgrimage.